Hi Gemini, welcome to your Y reading for September 2019. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Deku Tarot. Love and support to her. Hopefully you get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support as well if you like what she has to say. This is intended for a romantic love reading, but it may resonate, whoopsie, in other areas of your life. All right. For Gemini. Gemini Y. All right. Gemini Y. The Magician. Lovers. So we could have Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, or Libra here. King of Wands. I read that as Sagittarius. The Sun. That's Leo. Three of Wands. Temperance. For me, that's Cancer, Sagittarius, or Scorpio. Queen of Wands. Wow, look at that. Aries. And Seven of Swords. All right. Okay, so we got... All right. No repeaters, right? Yeah, we do. No, we don't. All right. Are you two having to go through some kind of waiting? Like, is there a separation? Because this person is feeling it. Did they take you for granted? All right. There's some kind of distance or rift between you two. We see it here, we see it here. Here. Someone can't get to you, or they're having to wait. What's this Lovers about for Gemini? What's Lovers about? Knight of Pentacles. What's this King of Wands about? Magician again. Huh. What's this Sun card about? Okay. So this is someone that wants to figure out how to make it work. They want everything just to calm down and be like, okay, how can we get back to where we once were? Because it's almost like there's a... It came to a head as far as the lack of stability or progress, the lack of connection, the lack of, like, it just kind of, it was there, but it kind of went, like it was, and then went like this and just plateaued. What's this Three of Wands about? What's this Three of Wands about? Knight of Swords. What's this Queen of Wands about? Okay. So this is someone that is... All right, hold on a minute. What's this Temperance about? What's this Temperance about for Gemini? Ooh. Because we've got someone that's kind of a diva here. We've got someone that is, that feels like it's almost like they want to get back in there and do what needs to be done, but they're having to, hold on a minute. It's a Seven of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. All right, so because I can't get a lock on whether that's someone, did they just find out? All right, two things. It could be that someone found out about another relationship going on aside from this one, that is to say someone was cheating, and that someone is kind of defiant about it, or not defiant, but doesn't want to have to make a decision about it. They want both situations. They want the commitment and the connection, and they want this something else that was started up also. And I think they thought everything was going fine, but there's indecision or conflict now based on someone else being with someone else while you two were together. And I say it that way because I can't get a lock on who was with whom. I think that I feel like they're okay. I feel like they're the one that is not remorseful. I could be wrong. It could be reversed, but I feel like they're not sorry. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh, okay, they want to get in there and establish security. They want a second chance. But is it about control? Because I don't understand what the issue is here. If they want to have it all, that's not possible. You can't sit there and make an exclusive commitment with someone and then turn around and go against it, and then not understand why someone's upset about that, or be unrepentant. If that doesn't work. I mean, you can be, but it's not going to salvage the relationship. So we got Taurus here, we got Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, and Libra. So this is someone that, I think they're saying that this is someone that, that's why, because it's not that they want to make it right. If the offer was presented, they would like a second chance, but not by their doing. I think that they're withdrawing and taking a breather from this situation because of the fact that because of what happened. I think that they're looking at this situation with you, Gemini, like they thought everything was going fine, and then unexpectedly they find out about quite possibly a long distance relationship or an online relationship that you were having, and they instead of there being remorse, I think they found either indecision or being kind of stubborn about it, or just not being sure of what you wanted. And so they're like, okay, I'm out. If you're not feeling it, I'm not going to stick around because that's horribly painful. I thought everything was fine. And you're like, well, I just don't know anymore. Or you're like, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live my best life. And this is part of that. Either way, this is someone that I think thought things were going along fine, and then they weren't until they weren't. And as much as they would like stability, they're kind of wondering if it's worth it, like if it should be worth it, because they have an affinity towards you, have a special connection towards you. We see the infinity symbol here, but I said affinity, not infinity, meaning they have a fondness that they can't explain, some kind of attraction and connection. And there's some kind of hold or control issue here as well, that, they just really feel like they're bound to you, but they might be starting to question whether it's a good thing or not. Again, this could be reversed. It could be you thinking that way about your person. But there's quite the shock here of thinking that everything was going along, quite stably so. And then there's that unexpected turn of events where there's some kind of online relationship or relationship at a distance. It could also be that they unexpectedly have met someone and now they're questioning the connection with you, or you've unexpectedly met someone and you're questioning the connection with them. Either way, this is someone that is wishing for stability, that wish things could go back to when things were kind of stable and progressing normally, and just like, things were going good. No issues, really. There was a connection. Everything was fine, right? And now all of a sudden something's come in to upset the apple cart, and they have withdrawn to think about things, to figure things out, perhaps for some much needed perspective, trying to get a handle on things on both sides. But it looks like, it's looking more and more like, honestly, that you need to be very strategic about your choice, because it looks like this is going to be your choice, because you're the one that either met somebody or you're the one having the relationship that has caused you to question this relationship. It's kind of, if I'm honest, it's kind of murky, because on the one hand, things were fine, but were they? I don't know. It feels like there was, I don't think there were control issues though. I think things were just stable and there was a fit there, and all of a sudden now you're wondering which one to choose. And your person is kind of like, you know what, let me make it easy for you. I'm going to bow out. So this is about you making a decision between two people. And if they could, they would want it to go back to the way it was. But they don't want to be a part of you being uncertain or unsure about them, or a third-party situation, especially. Else for Gemini. Was it on both sides? All right. If it was, they're looking at you though, and they blame you. We got balance here. So it very well could have been that this was for both of you have met other people. This is, but they're looking from their perspective. This is looking at you and saying that the rift or this separation or the reason why they have bowed out, why they have backed off, is because they have received some surprising news about other people being involved, or you having some sort of connection with somebody from afar or online that is throwing things out of balance with this connection. Like, and we could be talking about a marriage here where someone basically they found out about an affair you were having. So this is about things needing to be restored, balance and control needing to be restored in whatever form that takes, whether you are with them or by yourself. But there's a lot going on here and a lot of people involved, and there's a call for balance, for balance to be restored. And if you want to date, but it just needs to be okay with everybody involved. And if there's not, then it's not okay with them. But either way, whatever you do honorably. So if you decide you're not feeling this connection anymore, there's a call to balance things out, balance the scales, because we don't have balance right now. There's not balance in this situation. There's not fairness. And it could be that it's because you're conflicted, or you're wanting to maintain this other connection while you're committed to someone else, and that's why your person's withdrawing. They found out about it and they got the hell out of Dodge, or they just have completely been, I'm going to be over here. I need to remove myself from this because of the hold that you have on me, because of the control here. I can't. I need grace and perspective and balance and healing. What else for Gemini? Something's in my eye. What's for Gemini? Three of Wands again. All right. You need to think carefully about your decision here. This is not a decision to be made quickly or lightly. This is about you needing to do what you feel is right, and taking the time to consider your options about what to do is right. Your person, it sounds like they're not happy with it, but at the end of the day, I would think they'd want you sure of a decision. They wouldn't want you to be like, well, I don't know, I guess this is too big of a decision to make to be unsure about. So this is a call for balance and perspective, and you two being apart so that both of you can make those decisions, particularly you making that decision, because it looks like your person knows what they want, or at least what they thought they wanted. I think whatever decision you make, hopefully, carefully and soberly about your future, like giving it some real thought, it needs to work for you first, and everybody else second, because if it doesn't, you're not going to stick with it, and you're going to be right back in this situation again. So this is a call for balance and for you to think very carefully and strategically about your situation. And the person left because they saw that you were not readily choosing them, that they were not being prioritized, or that you were conflicted about being with them because there was other involvement going on. I started shuffling again, and this Luna came out, which is things being very unclear, unknown, and just a lot going on, and it has yet to be seen how it's going to work out. So there's a lot that could be hidden, or a lot of feelings that need to be fleshed out before you are able to make a balanced decision about what you want. All right. What else for Gemini? It's hard to read that when like someone else is like, oh, they cheated and this and that, whatever. And it's like, but there's always three sides to every story, you know? There's yours and the truth. What else for Gemini? Whatever it is though, okay, so say you decide with the first person right here, say there's a decision to return to this person, it's going to take a while to build up their trust again. So consider that also, that this is someone feels they've been really slighted or cheated upon or betrayed, whatever. So whoever, or not whoever, if you choose your first person, it's going to be a while before they want to, but I don't know that they can get those feelings back. I mean, time will tell, right? But this is someone that this is someone that's going to take a while to, and they're going to be looking at actions rather than words. It's going to take a long time to build that trust back up again also. All right, what else for Gemini? So turn that way. Okay, this way. That one. All right. Because it was like this, so it's like that. Okay. All right, so we got King of Swords, which could be Gemini. There you are. And no. Can never tell if it's upright or not, because some of them are upright, some are, and that's, hold on a minute. I missed it. So that's reversed. So we got Seven of Swords here and Seven of Swords here and King of Swords. So this could be someone coming to you and telling you the truth because they feel guilty. This could be you going to your person and telling them the truth because you feel guilty. This is you taking decisive action to get yourself out of a sticky situation or to do with what you think is best. This is making a decision devoid of feelings or emotions. So another call to action, it could be you need to get grounded and clear on what you want to do, what you want to decide to do, and make a decision and carry out moving towards that. This could be being confused and not knowing what decision to make, and so you seek out wise counsel, right? I'm going to confuse it even more, right? But this could be talking to someone that you consider respectable or wise, you know, family member, therapist, doctor, close friend, that you need help getting yourself out of a sticky situation, need clarity on something, because there could be confusion, not knowing what decision to make. And then eventually that would bring clarity so that you could make a decision and go forth, you know, with decisive action from there. This could be the conversation you have with your person. This could be having met someone online and now not knowing what to do about knowing who to choose. Can I get any more options in there? All right, any and all, right? Okay, so across the board, this is about you making a decision, and as selfish as it sounds, it needs to benefit you first, because then you'll at least you'll move forward with confidence and purpose. But if you don't know what you want, you're going to be here again in 3 months, 6 months. It's just going to cause problems because your person above all else wants security. This will be the last time they want to deal with this, though, so it has to be what you want. Otherwise, don't even bother, because it would just be torture for them. All right. Okay, Gemini, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you're able to come to a decision. You know, people think, oh, I'd love to have that problem, but be having to decide between a bunch of people. No. Not always easy. Not always easy. Okay, so I hope to see you in the next reading, and good luck with your decision making. Hope you get some clarity. Unless you don't want to, unless you like kind of doing this, playing the field and dating around, that's fine, but we're not shutting up, because we're not talking about that. We're talking about a committed relationship and other situations and having to decide between the two. Shutting up, getting myself right back into the reading again. Okay, all right. Thank you. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.